It's whatever you want to do, bud. This is your answer, bud.
I know. I gotta
Well,
really overthink it for a minute though before I give you an answer. Otherwise, it won't feel right.
what's going on, y'all? This is Paranoid Grower. I have a special guest with me today. He is a Gromie from the community. He is the host of The Slow Lane over on YouTube. I read a quote from Jennifer West and thought of you that says, "Don't be afraid of taking the slow lane in life. It brings more happiness." Endo, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. I'm immediately taking some notes. I'm gonna have to look up this Jennifer West character and her slow lane quote. I like that.
Hell yeah, dog. So, what are we smoking on today, sir?
Sir, we are smoking on something that I've shared with you. As a matter of fact, except I'm smoking the Pheno number 2. You had Pheno number 1.
Okay,
Some Sunny tea. Generally, my afternoon, evening smoke.
awesome. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm smoking on the Sunny Tibu Wawa as well. Am I saying that right? I know I'm not saying that right. How do you say it right?
Tibuwawa, I
Tibu
believe. Yeah,
Wawa.
I'm an official Alabrije pronunciation specialist. Everybody comes to me, I'll tell you how things are spelled or how things are pronounced. It's Sunny Tibuwawa.
Heck yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I often mispronounce his names on his cultivars. So
Yeah, everybody does.
a common trait.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, that's his own damn fault. But I love the flair of the unique, characteristic. Alabrije's my guy. Like that guy.
Absolutely, I like him as well. What'd you get into this weekend, sir?
Uh, Played some golf. Didn't really do much yesterday. Kind of just try to relax and do a bunch of mindless chores around the house and not really be too productive. But today I've been out on the golf course for a few hours, getting some sun out in the absolute just murderous, blistering heat, and I survived. I didn't get too burnt, crispy, or anything.
That's really good. How many holes did you end up playing?
18.
Jeez, I've never played golf. I've never done any of that stuff. I mean, I've done like the shooting ranges. I guess not shooting range.
Driving range. Yeah,
driving
yeah.
range.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what to call it.
Hey man, I like a nice shooting range too. We have a driving range in town that actually has an old beat up like 70s car shell out there, which you could probably shoot at just as well. But everybody, try and hit it with golf ball. It's fun.
Oh, that sounds like fun for real.
Yep, added bonus. You go out there and you're like, oh, you get to try and hit it. Old cars. Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I would totally love to be able to do that. Like that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Heck
That's not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, for me this weekend, I ended up going to Chattanooga to Urban Horticulture Supply and
Okay.
picking up some Build-A-Soil. This is my first time I'm going to be using Build-A-Soil.
First time with Build-A-Soil. Oh my
Yes,
god.
sir.
All right. Well, what did you get, sir?
I got the 3.0,
Okay.
just 5 bags because that's all they had in stock. So eventually, once I get my room going, I'm going to try to probably actually transplant those clones that I got right now because they're starting to get big. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with these things. So that's why I was like, well, I might as well go ahead and go and pick up some soil and figured the whole buy once, cry once,
Yeah.
try something new. I've been wanting to do Build-A-Soil for a long time. And I know you use Build-A-Soil, don't you?
Yes, sir. I am a Build-A-Soil whore. Yeah.
Right. So it's like, I know people have been telling me about the Ultra Clean, but they didn't carry that in stock. They only carried the 3.0. So that's what I got.
Yeah. Kind of old school, I guess. Now it's been a few years. I've been a Build-A-Soil fan, but I generally just use the light. I had a couple of not the Coots, but the take and bake kits for the 4x4 bed. I managed to get uh, a pretty a deal that they didn't mean to give me on Black Friday, and then they had to take the site down for a minute and redo all their discounts and fix it. And so they honored the deal though. I got two of those. I don't remember the price, but I think for less than half of what the normal price is now. So that's my 4x4 bed. And with the auto pots, I just use Build a Soil Light. But I don't think I'm going to buy any more mixed soil. I think I'm just gonna make it myself now. I think I'm living soil nerd level 2 or maybe 3 now. I don't know where I'm at, but I don't think I'm gonna buy soil anymore. I've been making my own seedling mixes, and I've been making seedling mixes for bonsais versus autos versus well, not autos, versus photos,
Right.
and then making a separate like when I drop an auto seed into an auto pot, I generally don't put it into the norm. I don't just put it in there because it's too hot. Or I don't. I'm afraid it's going to be too hot. So I will, after I re-amend it, I'll kind of scoop out the middle there and put in some light. Is what I would normally do.
Hmm.
But now I have my own auto mix that I put in there now that doesn't have so much pumice in there. This
Right.
G3 got me all paranoid that if I had too many pumice stones in there, the roots were going to hit it and it was going to get all stunned and upset.
Mm.
Which I really haven't had much issues with, but I'm always extra and I'm trying to dial it in a little more every time I go. So once I started making my own soils, I just tried to make it a little better. And that was one of the ways I did.
Well, that's really cool, man. Yeah, I haven't really got into the whole making my own soil thing. I think the longer I'm out here at this new house, I'll probably get into making my own stuff. But yeah, I
It's
figure,
it's just three parts. It's compost, and then you need some aeration, and then you need moisture retention. And just get a ratio and kind of go from there. It's you realize how simple it is, and the rest of it's just adding nutrients and stuff, so you can get some craft blend or some pro blend or whatever the hell's out there where you're at,
right?
in your part of the woods, and mix it all up.
Heck yeah. Well, I appreciate all the information, sir.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Come at me for more later on.
Hell yeah. Well, also this weekend I worked on my camper.
I
I
saw that.
yeah, I tested the clear tank on it, just making sure it was holding water, and actually I just left the tank on the whole weekend with the electric pump, and there was no leaks whatsoever. So that part's perfect. One of the few things that was actually working on the camper. There's been so many things that we've had to like fix this and that. We replaced the awning today, and repacked the bearings on one side of the camper and put the tires on, and I got a spare tire cover that I put on my spare tire. So it's coming along.
The spare tire cover is dope. You just said you got a spare tire cover. It really doesn't provide enough details to tell the audience,
Oh,
why it's so fucking cool.
it's like a psychedelic frog. So
It
my
stands out.
yeah, it definitely stands out. Like I was worried about it, putting it on today, and I asked my dad. I'm like, "Is it okay?" Because he's like, "What? Are you gonna put the spare tire cover on?" I said, "I don't know, Dad." I was like, "It kind of it's kind of flashy. It kind of stands out." He's like, "Well, you drive
Oh yeah,
an orange truck. I think you'll be okay." I'm like,
that's
"Okay."
funny.
So I put it on there, and it's legit a frog, and it's got psychedelic colors and mushrooms and stuff. And
So you're gonna
um,
take that bad boy out on some tours?
yeah, well, I'm going to take it to Muddy Roots here in 2 weeks. So that's
Two
going to be,
weeks?
yeah,
Hell yeah, that's close.
yeah. I know that's what we're trying to get the camper ready. It's still like torn apart on the inside, so we got a lot of stuff we got to put back together.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be doing the test fitting live in production,
Yeah, hundred
figuring out
percent.
what you missed, but it'll be fun.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun having a project with my dad. Being able to have that one-on-one time working with him and stuff. So,
Yeah, man, I bet.
and then he's schooling me at the same time because there's a lot of like house repair stuff that I still need to learn in life, and working on a camper, that's kind of part of it too. It's basically a house on wheels. So
Yeah, man,
yeah,
take advantage, man. Don't take pops for granted, dude. All I've got's the damn internet.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely not taking any advantage of it for sure. So it's been a lot of fun.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah. But actually we go ahead and talk about the reasons why we meet up on this podcast. And the reason is the extended Paranoid Freedom Tour that I did. It was actually the weekend after I went up to New England. I came out to your neck of the woods and for basically a meetup at 417 Grows house.
Yeah, shithole spot in the Midwest. Damn Missouri, man. Sorry you had to come down, but I'm glad you got to hang out with us. It was fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. Honestly, I love driving through Missouri. I think it's great. Like, it's gorgeous, man. It kind of reminds me of Tennessee.
It's not bad to drive through for sure,
Oh yeah.
especially
Um,
southern.
oh for sure. Yeah. Southern Missouri is gorgeous. Absolutely fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
For sure. Um, but you actually came over to the hotel to meet up with me and we ended up going to my room and we were showing
Where's
each
this going?
other.
What were we showing? Wait, hold on. The lead into this has gone south, man. You need
No,
to
no, no,
you need
no,
to
no.
wrap this up.
I'm gonna tell the story of how I got my boo boo.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So like,
That could have been really bad. Go ahead.
no, but
What were we
seriously,
showing each other in your hotel room now?
we're showing each other our flower, and so
Okay.
I stuck my hand down into
Flower.
my bag, and my the night before, what happened was I had my backpack in my hotel room, and I was walking back from the bathroom, and I kicked my bag and fell over onto my bed, and I just fell asleep because I was tired. I didn't even think about that I messed something up, but I actually broke a jar inside that bag, and I stuck my hand down in that bag and cut my finger, and I felt something sharp, and I pulled it out, and I was bleeding, and I'm like, "Damn it, I cut myself," and of course, we're sitting there, and I'm pulling all the
You got
jar
my
and all the
attention. I was like, what?
yeah, broken glass, and
I don't like that.
oh, it was rough. And so I'm sitting there trying to clean it up, and you were like, "Dude, I think I got band-aids in my vehicle." I'm like, "For real?" And you're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Let's go down there and get some." So we legit went out to your car, and you legit had freaking band-aids in
First
your
aid
car.
kit.
A
I
whole
had a whole
first aid
house
kit.
down there in the car. I mean, if you want to be honest about it.
Mhm. Yeah, like let's just be real here. You are like the ultimate prepper. You're to like I know I mentioned it to you while I was there, but like um it reminds me of Rooter Allister of how much stuff that you had in your car.
I've made some progress since I saw you. I've got Molly like steel panels across like the back windows and the roofing now with a little shelf up at the top, and I've got the electrical all mounted and ran and routed and stuff. It's a lot cleaner than it was when you were here. But I don't know if I'm the ultimate prepper, but I'm trying to be a bit of an overlander and one who travels without paying for hotels.
Right?
It's working out pretty good so far. I'm really enjoying it. I like the vehicle a lot.
Yeah, you're that whole setup that you have is super nice. I love the whole like you pretty much have everything you need. It's
Yeah,
great.
it is. I
You
love
you
it, man.
you even had like a little refrigerator back there. It was
Yeah,
freaking awesome.
got a fridge, got 3 kilowatt hours power, solar panels, big old awning, bed, comfy bed.
Right.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Speaking of that bed, what kind of bed is that?
It's a 3 inch whatchamacallit, the the stuff that forms to you. What the hell? Um the stuff that everybody gets on the top of the bed.
Oh, memory foam.
Memory foam. Oh, God
Yeah.
dang, thank
Well,
you. Yeah, it's
I
three
meant
inch
not.
memory foam.
I guess I shouldn't have said bed. The tent thing. The
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
It's just a rooftop tent. It's a wedge tent. It's an expandable wedge tent, so it opens up like a wedge, and then it kind of pops out on the other side a little bit, and um, it's enough room for about two, maybe two and a half people, 2 people and a dog, something like that.
Right. Heck yeah. Yeah. That your whole setup was freaking awesome. And I certainly appreciate you saving the day with that that Band-Aid
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, happy
Um,
to.
but we ended up going back up to the room and getting our stuff together. And uh, 417 Grow said to come on over to the house. He was ready. Well, we get over to his house and we forgot your little bag, and we're like, well, I guess we probably should go get it. I'm like, yeah, let's just go ahead and knock it out, man. So we go back to the hotel, and I shit you not, as soon as we got off the elevator, walked down the hall, the entire third floor smelled like the best homegrown cannabis you'd ever smelled in your entire life.
I was wondering where you're going with this one. I didn't know what you're going to say next.
Yeah,
It did
dude.
smell pretty strong in
It
the
was
hallway.
so, dude, it was the dankest of dank
Yeah.
that flowed through the hall that day. Not gonna lie. Like, it was so strong because even you were like, "Wait, is that us?" I'm like,
Yeah.
that is the room. Like,
Yeah, it is.
that's not us walking. That is the room.
Yeah, it was. It smelled like it was just sitting in front of us.
Mhm. God, it was so funny. And, but yeah, we ended up going back to the room. And was your bag open? What was it? I don't even
N-
remember.
Nothing was open. I don't know. You had your backpack in there. I had the Sunny Tea was in your bag, which you had left there, right?
It was
Like
it was in the car. So like I don't even know. It must have been from when we had opened up the bags earlier.
it must have just been from us opening them up. I don't. We didn't smoke anything in there,
No.
and yeah, when we came back, that the broken glass.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the broken glass. It was sitting out on the bed. Yeah.
So maybe that was whatever was in that was the
Uh,
stank.
I don't know, dude. Whatever it was, it smelled wonderful throughout
Yeah,
the
it was
whole
good in
hall
there.
of the
Yeah, it was
hotel.
very good. It smelled like a cheap apartment complex is what it smelled like.
Oh God.
It reminded me of the 90s.
It's true. Oh Lord. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Yep, for sure. So we ended up going back to 417 Grow's house and watching the UFC fights.
Yeah, man, it was bloody.
Oh
Good
God.
lord, it was more graphic than I remember. They're just like a couple of punches and things were popping open on these faces. I was goodness.
Right? Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty awesome too that his wife hooked us up with some amazing food.
Yeah, it wasn't all just a bunch of, trauma. It was actually some good fights other than that. And then some great food. The wings, man, the twice fried wings, the Asian sauce. God dang, man, that was good. That's
Hell
good
yeah,
stuff.
dude. I love
Thank you
those
very
wings.
much, Mrs. 417 Grows. Shout
Damn
out to
right.
you.
Heck yeah. Um, but yeah, we also got to meet up with a backwoods poet while we were there, and he rolled us some blunts, and I know you weren't a big fan of smoking flower in general, so luckily I'd brought the venti, so you had that.
You were super accommodating. Yeah, super accommodating. And I'm not a huge like I'm not against smoking flower. I don't mind to, but it's just like once you have a streak going where you don't smoke it for a long time, it's kind of nice to just keep doing that for the most part. But I did have to puff a couple of joints that weren't
Oh,
in the. I had to test everything that was there. I had to try
oh,
and
for sure.
participate.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, because we definitely that was one of the great highlights for me was being able to go outside, and he has like a 417 Gross has a nice spot in his back patio where we can sit back there and just chill. And
Covered ceiling fan, little TV, just a
yeah,
little spot,
yeah, it's great.
little breeze. It wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, and being able to just pass around the joints and blunts and the venti, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that venti was nice. I ended up doing a bunch of research. I almost bought one. I found that one to be correct me if I'm wrong, but I found that one to be like the sweet spot for the sesh guy that wants to sit there and just kind of slowly sesh away or pass it around in a group. Um, I looked at the Tiny Mic 2 and found it was very similar, but maybe more towards the grip it and rip it and then go do something else kind of guy, which is more what I like to do. So yeah, I ended up you inspired me. I finally ended up getting a portable flower vape. Um, kind of spoiled with my desktop ball vape setup and everything. Nothing can really compare to that. But we'll see how this tiny mic does.
Heck
I'm
yeah,
excited
dude.
for it.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. I didn't know you'd gotten one.
It's not even here yet.
Oh, you just ordered it. Gotcha.
I just ordered that thing.
Nice.
I had to get it for Chicago. Got to be
Oh, hell
ready
yeah.
for the trip.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to go to Chicago. It's coming up in like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 weeks, and it will have been over.
Actually, we can go ahead and start talking about your garden, unless you have something else that you wanted to share about the.
No, let's do it.
All right. Well, what do you have currently growing on in your garden, sir?
Currently in the garden, we are participating in the Soulfire Discord Cup. So in my 5x9 bed, or 5x9 tent, there's a 4x4 bed, and that is filled with 4 eucalyptos by Soulfire. They are all 4 fairly similar. They're all absolutely just ginormous. They're all over 72 inches tall, maxing out my 8-foot tall tent, and I've got a bunch of snapbacks on the top of them. They're absolutely just, it's a jungle in there. I'm a little bit intimidated, but we're going to push through. It'll be just fine. The auto pots, I've got 2 orange kush cake by Ethos. Those are supposed to be a very good anxiety and I believe pain relief strain, evening strain. Was advised that one would be a good one. Growing that with a couple of friends right now. And then the other 2 auto pots are a cross that I accidentally did. And I'm pretty excited about those. I think the most out of the whole tent. Got Strawberry Cheesecake by Humboldt Seed Co. crossed with Black Valentine by Lit Farms.
Nice.
Both of them have, here's my opinion of Humboldt Seed Company, real quick.
Okay.
Extremely impressive terpene profiles. Like they go through these huge hunts and they somehow manage to get these extremely just incredible terpene profiles. The most terpiest, strongest smelling, and not just like strong weed, like crazy, like absolute jelly, like dessert, strawberry, really, really strong, very specific terpene profile. The Hella Jelly, very, very, very much like a jelly donut, like very, very bright and fruity. Anyway, the plants themselves aren't very robust. It's like they go through so many generations that they're not as vigorous, and the branches aren't as thick. And like golf ball nugs will start to make the branches lean over. And compared to lit, they're just like beasts. And like you can have big softball sized nugs all the way up and down to things, and they're not leaning at all. So what I've managed to what I'm getting so far is basically lit structure, super, super robust branches, decent stretch, and lots and lots of frost and crazy strawberry terpene profile so far on both of them. I've got clones on both of them. I'm really excited, man. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. We'll see, but I may run clones of these next grow. We'll see how it goes.
Man, you're growing some amazing stuff, sir.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited, man. These things smell. I wish you could cruise by and smell these things, man. They smell so good.
I bet. Yeah, I love all those different varieties. Being able to grow different stuff all the time.
Yeah, I very much I wasn't like this until just recently, but I've had a lot of inspiration to just schedule my weed throughout the day. So not only do I try and just have different stuff, but I have very specific, like I grow for a purpose, to have certain strains for in the morning, very much so, and certain strains for the evenings, and then some in between, can just be kind of hit or miss in the middle, can kind of be fine for in the middle of the day, um, as long as they're not too much on one end or the other. But man, I accidentally smoked some strawberry cheesecake the other morning, which is it's an indica dominant, and I could immediately tell that I had done it, and I was like, ah, shit, and I was just like, ugh, I didn't want to do anything. Took some extra CBG that morning and started hitting the frequency shift, and I was back at it in no time. But it makes a big difference.
Oh, absolutely. It sure does. Well, I have some growing questions for you.
Hit me.
All right. How long have you been growing cannabis?
I started growing cannabis in February of 23, and the OG grow off for from seed to stone. I grew the um, Ocean's Grown Yoda soda in the 4x4 bed, and then I grew Juicy Queen from Alabrije, unreleased strain, and the other side of the tent.
That was your first grow?
That was my first grow.
Wow. What was your experience with that?
It was awesome. Um, my my experience, I guess, started in about October when I joined Build a Soil Discord, and then I was so active and did so much research and ended up answering a bunch of questions after a while that I ended up. Jeremy ended up asking me to be a moderator before I had started growing, actually. And then in February, it became legal here, had my license officially, and the grow off started right then too. So it all just kind of, like I had to wait. Like there's no reason why I should start before that time, and I knew it was coming, and I just can't help but be extra and research and overdo it and try and figure it out as much as I could. So I was very active in the Discord and Build a Soil. Made a lot of friends in there. It was all Build a Soil. I was just in the Discord like every day.
Right.
Yeah,
All right. What type of nutrients do you use in your garden?
the best. I use worms and dirt and rocks, man. Some old rotten fruit and stuff. You know, I need to be more self sufficient about it. I want to do more KNF, and I feel like that's a good opportunity for me to do some how tos also. Just starting off with labs, basically. Um, but I basically will my reamend is Montana Grow for silica, and then craft blend, some gnarly barley, maybe some kashi, and then I will water in some microbes and some elixir to kind of help the decomposition process really kick off and get those roots to start kind of melting into the soil again and get everything ready for the next grow. And then after that, I'm pretty keep it pretty simple. Some aloe and some coconut water, microbes, some enzymes, and then when we go into flower, I will start adding some extracts and then some build a bloom.
Nice. What type of equipment do you use in your garden?
I use all sorts of shit, man. Tons and tons of stuff. I use AC Infinity tints and controllers. I've got an Inkbird CO2 controller. I've got some UVB lights from MyGrow. I've got LED lights from Medic Grow. Um, I've got a Defender ME7 dehumidifier. Got a whole bunch of shit in there, man. Just tons and tons of stuff. Somehow I've still like my investment, my ROI is still like a long time ago. Like all the money I've spent on the grow, I've still saved and not having to buy cannabis and stuff. Um,
Right.
but I do still buy concentrates from time to time. I don't have a press yet, so I kind of need to get that situated. Kind of itching to have that set up, but yeah, I've got a pretty big setup for just a personal grow. Um, and Missouri has some pretty decent plant count laws too, so I try and lean into that.
Right. For sure. How has technology changed the way that you farm?
I'm very much an analog and digital like combined kind of guy. I really like to like walk around barefooted and be really organic. And then also have a spreadsheet of all my seeds and like an estimate of the sativa indica ratio and what the likely top two like terpene profiles are and stuff like that. Like it's all a spreadsheet where I can reference it and see like if I want to grow a heavy indica, I can see which plants I have that are heavy indica, and which ones are most have the highest confidence level in that value. Like this has 8 out of 10 confidence level. This is only a 5 out of 10 based on the info that I have and stuff like that. I very heavily rely on tech, and I also very much integrate analog and just basic DIY as much as I can. So I like to try and cover both sides of it. I like to lean into technology as much as I can. I have automated watering, so when we go to Chicago, I've got an EcoWit flow hooked up to a spigot on the wall, ran through a couple of filters, going to an irrigation, and then my 4x4 bed, so I can be gone for weeks really if I want to on the 4x4 bed, especially because it's got so much of a battery in there. I could probably go the whole damn grow if I want to and just hit my button on my phone to water it. Um, so I don't know if I answered the question very well, but
No, you did great.
I like to take both.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great
Both.
answer, man. Yeah, I like the how you try to figure out ways to be able to still travel and grow cannabis. Like I love that,
It's important, man. You can't be all locked down.
right? 100%.
The auto pots are pretty good too. I've got a 25-gallon reservoir and it lasts a minute.
Right. Yeah, I ended up getting a 60-gallon
Yeah,
just
and you
because.
could get a big ass, if you really needed to.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, all right. How has cannabis influenced your journey towards self care and well being?
Oh man. Um, a lot. I um I take Fico most nights. Sometimes I take it during the day. Um, Recently, I've just ordered some CBG isolate so I can reliably have a certain amount of CBG in my Fico as well as THC and CBN. Normally, it's probably mostly CBN with how I make it. Because I use older flower, and then I do a really long, low and slow process on the heat, but it's enough heat at a long enough time that the effects of it I feel like are more CBN than THC. I can go to sleep pretty easily, but staying asleep and being comfortable are is that's like a whole different story. And I've got a little bit of back issues from my past, and just sometimes it flares up and it's really difficult to get comfy. You just can't even lay there and be comfortable. So I ended up making my own Fico, and like holy hell, um, it's it's astoundingly impactful on my life. Um, I can sleep very easily every night. I can just lay there without even needing to. This is how I explain it. You can lay there and relax and be comfortable without having to reposition. You can just lay there still. And it may not sound like a big deal until you think about it, but for me, it was a very big deal. And other than that, I use CBG in the morning, and that just locks me in. Like I don't know if I'm necessarily like how much on the spectrum I might be or what the hell's wrong with me, but I'm pretty wound up. CBG just helps me really lock in my focus. So every single morning I take CBG, and ever since I started taking it, it's just been a game changer for my morning routine. Drink some coffee, smoke some sativa after that, and like I'm productive in the mornings. I lock in. And then in the afternoon, I switch to a hybrid of some sort. Something tastes good, doesn't make me sleepy, but doesn't keep pushing that racy sativa on me. Because if I keep smoking that sativa all day, and I'll just keep staying plugged in, and next thing you know, I'm all manic and wound up, and it's 5, 6, 7 p.m. at night, and I can't calm down and go to sleep. I've got to take CBD, um, try and like just simmer the whole system down, just like calm the hell down. Um, just like if I take the indica in the morning and it just kind of makes me hit a wall. Um, it's crazy how impactful it is once you start actually paying attention and using it in a like in a purposeful manner and trying to get a particular thing out of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've taken the similar path,
You have.
doing, yeah, mainly just watching my my cannabinoid intake. That's really what it's about. I notice a lot of people out there basically just flood their system with THC all the time, and that's not the way to actually like properly use cannabis. You really do need to use the full spectrum of the all the other cannabinoids, the minor cannabinoids, all that stuff. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, your endocannabinoid system regulates your whole body, like all the systems in your body. And each thing that can interact with those receptors does so, in like with purpose. Like they do specific things. Like they're very, I mean, it's not like you're just getting high or whatever, like a lot of people think when they smoke weed. Um, like if you try and find the rest of the weed instead of just going after that THC, then you realize like there is beneficial impacts from it, like you read about or whatever. But everybody just gets what they get from Steve down the road or whatever, where they go to the dispo and try and get something covered in isolate that's or in the THCA with all the fluff all over it. And I'm just like, I wish it actually had labels on everything in every state, so you'd know exactly what was in there, and then they would tell you more about it. What impact all those things had. But I don't know, just it's difficult to get that stuff up to the front line. But that's kind of one of the things that we like to try and push over here. Is just know what's in there, know what terpene profiles are in the weed you smoke. Just at the very least, try and journal it down and have an idea of what impacts you get from the weed. Like on my seed strain list, I've got it listed out to where it shows the most likely top 4 terpene profiles. I did that so I can order them by indica to sativa and then look and see what supposedly the terpene profiles would have. It's not the best. It's not like real world results. Like what I would like to do is be able to take the weed that I smoke and then test it every time and
For
know
sure.
exactly what was in it. And then I could write it down and I could say, okay, this weed had this in there. And then every time I could do the same thing. And then ultimately I could look at the ones that made me all focused in the morning and I could see what the terpene profiles were and start looking for, you know, patterns and start realizing what makes me feel what way. Um, so that's I don't know, I wish it was focused like that in the dispos and everything. I wish it was more readily available for the public because once they started seeing it, they would all see the patterns too. They'd get their favorite concentrate every day, and they would see the same terpene profile every time. And then next thing you know, they'd see another random concentrate at a dispo when they were on vacation, and they would see the same terpene profiles and realize, oh, I may want to try that one because it's got these same terpene profiles that I'm always smoking. I know it's a little more nuanced than that, but that's the basis. And I'm totally going off track, but
Oh no, no, it's great. I appreciate it. How did you stumble upon FICO, and how has it impacted your life since you've started using it?
I think I stumbled on FICO just, it was RSO that I stumbled on.
Right.
Um, and I found out about Rick. I watched a couple of videos that you and everybody else have probably also seen. One was an older gentleman in what seemed to be an apartment, sitting on his couch, and I can't remember the exact disease that he had, but he was very uncontrolled in his movements. And the people that came in to see them that were filming had RSO, and they gave him a vial and they told him to put some in his mouth. And next thing you know, he was just like super chill, and his hands were steady, and he was talking. And then he was like, "Hey, do you guys want some lunch?" And he was like trying to be accommodating, and he was like a normal person all of a
Right.
sudden.
Right.
And I was completely blown away. I was just like, what? how can this be a thing? And there's another video about this daughter. She was, self damaging. She was punching herself and hitting herself and rocking, and she was just, she was stimming all over the place, and she was out of control. And her dad was giving her RSO, and it was just turning everything down and calming her, and she seemed like she was all of a sudden relaxed. And 5-10 minutes ago she was just completely miserable and didn't know what was going on. And those videos opened my eyes big time. And at that point I was like, well, I'm making this. And then I ended up finding how to make FICO and realizing that FICO was basically just food grade, like RSO, but made with food grade products. Um, which a lot of people get. Like, I made this how to make FICO video, and I get the most common comment I get is somebody saying, "Hey, this is RSO," or like, "Give credit to Rick, Simpson. This is not FICO. This is RSO." But what I've realized is that, like, it's important to call it FICO because it's the same difference as resin and rosin. One is made with butane and non-food grade solvents, and then one of them is made with, without that stuff. And for the consumer, it's important that they know, what was used to make the product. And that's the same thing with FICO versus RSO. Instead of using naphtha, um, you're using Everclear or, grain liquor or whatever you want to call it. I think I found like one super shitty video on YouTube on how to make it at the time. I found a few more since then. I found one video and read a lot, and somehow came across using a distiller to make it, and an air distiller. And man, the rest is history. So happy that I found it. I think I've like forcefully, like gently forcefully gotten like another 7 or 8 Gromies in the community to start making it. And I got to share some with you.
Yeah, that FICO was pretty awesome. I've been making RSO for a few years now, and got to try your FICO, and it is really cool being able to. I don't know what you put in there, but like, I guess I would say probably 2 hours after I start taking it, I would get like an orange flavor, like a taste for like a good 30, 45 minutes. I don't know what it was, but there's like some type of citrus taste that I got.
Let's see.
Um, yeah, it hit me every single time.
I think you had some frequency shift
Okay.
RSO that was a sativa and citrusy, and um, I harvested it maybe a little early, so I was hoping there'd be some CBG in
Mhm.
that one. But then I did, distill it and run it through the double boiler for a few hours and everything. So I'm sure it turned mostly to CBN. But um, yeah, I'm surprised that you did taste the citrus on it. That was the last batch of my frequency shift, though.
Okay. Yeah, it was very strange being able to taste that. It was every single day after it's probably about the 2 or 3 hour mark, right on the dot. And then I would go through a little phase of, oh, I need some water because it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but
Fico, man, it tastes spicy, dries you out,
yeah.
and it is really intense. The nuances of the flavors that you can taste. Like,
Mhm.
it's not. I I've tasted Fico and RSO from the stores, and I feel like they've always tasted a lot more bitter than mine does. But you can taste some stuff in there besides just chlorophyll and poo or whatever. Like, I
Oh,
generally
for
capsule
sure.
mine, but yeah, that's cool. Thanks for the feedback.
Yeah, no, it's great, man. Like, it really works out. Just the small amounts goes for a long time. That's what I really like about the whole process of collecting all that cannabis oil, to be honest with you, because that concentration lasts so much longer than just smoking a joint, you know?
Yeah. I took
And
some before I played today.
right, and that's what's great about it is like it knocks out your inflammation, so you can actually enjoy your day and go do the things in life that you should be able to do. Um, and not be restricted from taking pharmaceuticals that's going to keep you from doing all those awesome things throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like I wish people would really understand that natural medicine is so much better for you than all the bullshit that you're getting from the pharmacy.
It's
Right.
crazy how suppressed that particular form of cannabis has been, and just cannabis in general and how impactful it is,
Right.
once there's lots of studies out these days, but progress is still slow.
Oh, 100%. It's too fucking slow. And they're making it slow on purpose. I mean, let's be real here.
Yeah.
You know, this you're right about the suppressing part because the original RSO video of Rick Simpson showing how he made RSO with a rice cooker, that video has been taken down, and
Yeah.
somebody else posted it back up, and they put music over it just to hopefully try to keep it up on YouTube. But that it's just a matter of time. That's going to be taken down too. Like it is 100% being suppressed, and we know why because it fucking works. Like yeah, duh, they're going to try to go after it.
Yeah,
So
my video, didn't have enough views to get taken down or whatever, probably. But big pharma though, they're not gonna make the money off of
right,
cannabis.
right. Well, I'm glad that you came out with that video. I'm glad that FICO showed up in your life, RSO, all that stuff showed up in your life, honestly, because I think that's great, dude. I think that I'm so glad that you and are putting this out there for people to see. And
It
yeah,
feels good. I'm
yeah,
super proud about it. Like every time I see one of my Gromies in a Discord talking about their FICO or telling somebody else they need to make FICO, I'm just like, there we
right,
go. I
right.
feel proud. Yeah.
It is. I feel the same way with RSO. It's the same, I get it. It's like just people going that route of, oh, there's more to cannabis than just smoking a joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. There's so much more. And we're still learning. Like every day, there's still something new coming out. Oh, we could do this too. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
why did I know about this?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
crazy.
yeah, absolutely. Well, this is the last question before the hot seat.
Okay.
What advice would you give to an inspiring cannabis grower who is looking to start their own garden?
Well, I've spoke to this already, but I would say grow with purpose. Don't just grow weed. Try and grow a weed for a certain purpose, whether it be scheduling your high, morning and an afternoon and the evening smoke, or if you have pain, try and find something that's going to relieve pain. Um, if you have headaches, try and find something that's going to give you some frontal lobe pressure and balance all that out. Something like a headband or something like that. Just try and do something with purpose. Figure out something that you want. Don't just grow weed.
Absolutely. That's excellent advice, sir. All right. Well, you ready for the hot seat, sir?
Let's go.
All right. Which band or artist did you see for your first concert in venue?
So the very first one was Bush, Hum, and the Toadies, and it was in a shrine venue.
Oh my God. The Toadies?
Yeah, do you know who they are?
I fucking love the Toadies, bro.
No way.
Yes. Me and Matt Fratt have had conversations about the Toadies. Like,
All I know is Mars, man. She thinks she missed the train to Mars. She's out back counting stars.
yeah. Yeah.
Or is that lit? Is that
No, that's not. I was gonna say that's not the Toadies. I don't think
no?
it
That's
is.
Hum. That's
Yeah.
Hum that's saying that.
Yeah.
So I can't even remember what was the Toadies like. They
Uh,
had one big
so
song.
my favorite song and their biggest song was probably Possum Kingdom. Is
There we
that?
go. There
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Possum Kingdom.
Yeah. But yeah, that I love the Toadies, man. That's good times, man. Um, all right. What was your favorite song when you were 16?
Say It Ain't So by Weezer.
Oh my god. Oh, such a great song, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I love it. What was your first audio tape that you purchased?
I don't know if I actually purchased any tapes. I had tapes. They just appeared when I
Okay,
was a
well,
kid.
what about a CD? Did you?
CDs, I have an answer. And
Okay,
that, my friend, was called the BMG Music Club.
what is
Boy,
that?
your boy was a member. It was all the rage, and it was very, very silly. You would sign up for like 99 cents, and they'd send you like 40 CDs,
What
and then like every, I don't know, I can't remember, every so often they would send you more, and like they weren't. I don't remember them still being very expensive. It was absurd.
is it? Is it that Columbia House thing?
Yeah, it was the same thing. Yeah, Columbia House,
Oh,
BMG.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there, and I think there may have been two, and then maybe they joined together eventually. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I remember having a Chuck Berry CD, Meatloaf,
Oh
and
my god.
Firehouse, and Steve Miller Band.
Hell yeah.
I don't recall what my first one was.
But
But man, when I
you
got
got
that,
the you got the 40.
boy, I had this stack. I had this stack of CDs.
Did they send in like a box like
Yeah,
full of CDs for real?
yeah. I'm gonna have to look it up to remember. I should have looked this up beforehand because I think I think they're infamous for going out of business for just stupid business, you know, practices or something. I don't remember what happened, but it was absurd.
Hmm, that's awesome. Do you play any musical instruments?
Actively, not really. I can't say that I do. I do have a couple guitars, but just not. I'm not skilled enough to say that I play them. I need to get them out more often. I've got Rocksmith on my computer that I like to use, and then I've got a couple amps and stuff. But I have played multiple instruments over my life.
Oh,
Does
that's
that lead to
awesome.
the next question?
Yeah. Have you met a musical artist or band in person? This could be at a meet and greet or out in the wild.
To continue that last question, I used to play trumpet and French horn. So
Ooh.
yeah,
I used to play trumpet too.
I know. So musical artist or band in person? No, I have not. I have been told I look like people in bands before, but I've never met one.
You look like that guy from.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, that's awesome. What? All right. What is the most surprising opener you've ever seen perform live?
Bro, I don't know if I have an answer for you on this one. Um, I did my best to try and make sure I had some decent answers for you on these, but I haven't really been to any sort of live performance in forever. Um,
Okay.
and trying to think of even who, like the last live performance I actually saw in person was Incubus in like 2002 or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Incubus. Oh my God. I love Incubus, dude. I've seen them before.
yeah,
I think it
I
was
like
in
Incubus.
2002, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was in Kansas City.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not a huge fan of the longer they went on. Like I was a really big Science fan, but
Science
I still kind of like Incubus.
Science was an excellent album. Dude, I'm so glad you brought that up.
I love that album.
That's a fucking excellent album. Like
Yeah,
there was actually like a few people back then that had that Incubus sound, and they all had that sound from the Science album. And it
yeah,
always tripped me out listening to other artists during
hmm
that whole 2002, 2003 range.
yeah. Like Scratch Galactica, or whatever the shit that song was. I
Mm-hmm.
heard songs like that too.
Heck yeah. Well, which band or artist has been your favorite to see perform live in the venue?
I'm gonna stretch the answer on this one a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you that the artist is Billy Strings, and the venue is the Grateful Nerd Discord.
I love that answer. You're talking about the
My boy Grateful is
yeah,
hosting some private concerts for me, and
yes.
I appreciate him.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's an excellent answer. I love it. I love it. That was great. Yeah, the Grateful Nerd Discord venue has to be the best venue ever.
It's very intimate venue. It's very quiet. It's not a lot of chatter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great, dude. I appreciate that. All right. If you could make your own music festival lineup, who would be your top three headliners? This could be
Yeah.
dead or alive, and this is going to be the Endo Music Festival. So
Okay.
hit it.
I mean, I did think about this for a minute too, because I want to have an answer. Now, you saying that it's going to be the Endo Music Festival, I feel like I'm committing to a lot now with these answers. So I hope these are good. I hope I don't regret these later. But night number 1 is going to be Prof. Night number 2 is going to be DMX. DMX will put on a show, big time.
100%.
And then we're gonna flip the script and we're gonna go Dave Matthews Band on night number 3.
Dude, whoa. Dude. Yeah, I like your music festival, dude. For real. Like it's where it needs to be. It's all this.
That.
It's all this and it's great. Like that's where it needs to be.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah, dude. Which song instantly hypes you up?
Anything by System of a Down, I think. Let's
Fuck
go.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. 100%. Yeah, I love some System of a Down, dude. All right. What's a band or artist that you feel is completely underrated?
There are tons
of
bands and artists that sincerely are underrated. And I thought about this for a minute, trying to give you a really, really good answer on one. And I decided that I was going to just not even try and knock it out of the park. That I was going to stay in my lane here and go with one of my favorite 2-person folk music comedy groups. And we're gonna say that Flight of the Conchords is underrated.
I've never heard of them.
Underrated, my friend.
Underrated, apparently. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check them out for sure. Name a band or artist that you would like to see perform live.
Flight of the Conchord.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Which cultivar would you pair with an album?
What kind of band are we here? So I really need to draw some inspiration from here. We like a ska band? We metal?
It's whatever you want to do, bud. This is your answer, bud.
I know. I gotta really overthink it for a minute though before I give you an answer. Otherwise, it won't feel right.
Oh, I love the overthinking. It's so great. I do the same thing all the time, bro.
Gotta give you at least one brain dump, couple overthinks. Now that's cheesy. Jinx Proof has a strain called Dank Side of the Moon, and that's just cheesy. I can't say that.
Have you grown it?
No, I have not. I want to grow. I'm thinking about growing 9-pound hammer next run though, because I want a super heavy indica.
Mm-hmm.
How about Drowsy Lobaka? We're gonna go Alabrije. We're gonna throw Alabrije shout out.
What album would you put with that?
What album would I put with? Oh, so I have to pair. I was just like, what would I was just thinking of a name. Oh man, this is a complex one. I gotta pair it with. Okay, then never mind. We're gonna go Calabrino Funk.
Okay.
And we're gonna go Parliament.
Ooh.
What's an album name? I'm cheating. Using the internet.
I'm cheating.
Yeah. What are names of Parliament Funk's albums? Did they even have albums, or did they just get whacked out at like parties and
they just played the funk, bro? Like,
look, the answer is Calabrino Funk and those dudes. Okay, that's the best answer you're gonna get.
You know what? I'm cool with that. I will accept that answer for sure. All right. Well, this is a new question.
Okay.
If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Something very non-inflammatory.
Yes. Yes.
Something very simple and unprocessed and non-inflammatory.
Oh, Lord.
I know you like that answer.
I do. I love that answer. It's great.
I would need to research a little bit if I'm
Oh,
committing to one meal for the
no.
rest of my life, my man. But that's what I would be trying to accomplish.
That's your goal for your one meal.
Hopefully, it would taste good too.
Oh, 100%. It better non-inflammatory. It better taste good. Because all the foods that make you inflamed are all they all taste good.
Could you imagine if you picked one thing that was super inflammatory, and next thing you know, your gut was just tore up, and every time you ate, it was just wrecked, and that was the only thing you could eat? Bro, it would be the
No,
worst thing.
it would be 100%, dude.
I know that there's something wrong with me
Oh
for
no, I
thinking
love it.
like that.
I love it. No, I love it. I love it. I love to overthink it. I think it's great. It's fucking great. All right. Next question. If you got bit by a spider, name 3 completely random superpowers you would get.
Oh, I know what this would be. I came up with these pretty quickly once I started thinking about it. They would all be the ability to look at a plant and tell the terpene profiles,
Oh, yes.
tell its nutrient palette, right?
Yes.
What is it hungry for? And then sex identity.
Dude,
I'd be able to look right at the plant and know it. It's like boom, boom, boom.
right.
Did I miss anything? Isn't
That
that what I want to know?
wouldn't that be cool just be able to look at the dicot leaves and be like, female.
Yeah, female. She's gonna need mag. Chill on the potassium. All right, it's gonna lock her out if you go too hard on potassium, and
Oh,
you know
dude.
that was gonna be heavy terpenoline and linolene. So I hope you want something racy. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
my God. That is so great. You are going to be the most popular spider in the cannabis community.
I think
Like,
so.
hands fucking down.
I
Like,
think I could just
your
retire.
Spider-Man outfit would have a cannabis leaf on the top of it that would go out to like a web. Like, that would be you. 100%.
I think I picked good ones. I think I
You
did.
did. You picked it. That was an excellent answer, dude. I appreciate that. That was a great answer. All right. Which terps and or smells are your favorite?
Generally, I find that like in the morning, I I love the smell of the sativas because they're generally like citrusy, and like the one I have right now has a bit of a certain kind of funk, like a bass note to it, just kind of holding it down. But I love the smell of the citrusy funk. But then like I like something that's fruity, but it needs to have some layers to it. Like it can't be just. This is the way I always explain it. It can't be just a bunch of high notes. It can't especially can't just be that one high note of just like berry or strawberry or something. It needs to have some sort of a layered nuance bass kind of warm note at the bottom somewhere to kind of hold it down or whatever. But man, to try and say a certain particular smell, I really let's go with cheese. If I had to say anything particular that just always really hits me in the nose, I'm like, oh yes, it's cheese. Um,
Jeez.
Probably
Yeah.
cheese. I really like citrus. I don't necessarily I don't like GMO stuff. I don't like the garlicky. I don't like that flavor of warm smell. And if it starts getting a little funky, like in the poo area, it's okay. If it's super funky, um, but yeah, I guess that's the best thing I can do is say things that I'm not a huge fan of. But let's go with cheese. I like cheese.
Hell yeah. Excellent. If you could design the best cultivar for yourself, what would be in it and why?
To be the best cultivar, it would need to be able to have like multiple things. You know, if I could have a cultivar that was that was 1 to 1, or maybe 1 to 1 to 1
Yeah,
THC and CBD, or THC, CBD, and CBG, then that would be nice because I could reliably make FICO out of it and then make salves out of it and stuff like that, and not have to supplement isolates like I'm starting to do now. That's what I'm just now starting to do, is add CBG to my FICO. Um, it would be nice to have something that was reliably a mixed ratio.
for sure. Do you have a favorite pothead memory?
When I think of pothead memory, I'm thinking of where I was just like a dumb stoner and
Right?
just like, just being silly and just fond memories or something like that. Like I think of the movie, I think of Half Baked, when they go into the grocery store and dude's
Right?
all looking at the comic books and he's all like, damn. I remember getting stoned at my friend's house behind his, they had a shed or whatever. We were smoking behind the shed. And I remember walking up the steps and being giggly and dumb and not wanting to wake his mom up. That's probably the most vivid stoner memory I have. I was like 16,
All right, for
maybe.
sure. All right. Have you ever had an experience with cannabis and law enforcement that you're willing to share? No worries if you don't want to share anything.
Do I have a perfect record? I think I do. I've been pulled over for speeding like a crazy man, but I don't think I've ever, like, I got pulled over for 127 and a 60 one time.
Right?
Um, no, I haven't. Sorry, I had
No?
to think about that for a minute. I've never realized that about
Wow.
myself.
Wow. Very lucky man. All right. This is a new question. What is your biggest peeve?
Hmm. Try not to have peeves, to be honest.
Okay.
So I always feel like a huge dick when I have to just like go off on a huge tangent about how I just get bent out of shape about some stupid shit that somebody did.
Right.
So I feel like I would do that a lot. And when I would do it, I would be very, you know, theatrical about it.
Right.
Uh yeah, so I don't know if I guess really, to stay on topic and to reiterate what I've mentioned earlier, is when people say that they just smoke weed to get high. I guess it is kind of a pet peeve
It
because
is.
it's just reiterating the same nonsense, and they're just
Yeah.
not applying themselves to realize that they're relaxed, or their anxiety is going away, or their pain is going away, or they're hungry. Something is happening that they're
Right.
benefiting from. So
For That's an excellent answer, sir.
that's my ball humbug.
Hey, bro, I'm right there with you, bud. That's an excellent answer.
Thank you.
All right. What was your first cannabis event?
It's gonna be the Alabrije
Ooh,
pop up in
ooh.
September.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
first event.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I bet you are. I'm looking forward to it for you, buddy. It's
Thanks.
awesome. All right. Who is the first Gromy you met in the community?
Marcus. Marcus has been around for a while. He's in the From Seed to Stoned Discord, and I met him in the Build to Soil Discord, and he lives about 3 hours from me.
Oh,
And
nice.
met him and had some sushi, some Midwest sushi.
There
It's
you
very
go.
mediocre, and gave him some 9-pound hammer clones that I was growing as my second grow. And I grew the 9-pound hammer back then. It was actually the only grow that I really wasn't super happy about, was that second one. Ended up making FICO out of most of it. Want to grow that again, but
Awesome.
yeah, I met Marcus up there.
Nice. All right. Which Gromy from the community are you looking forward to meeting?
Well, that's definitely grateful, man. That guy's a great guy.
Yeah.
I'm happy to meet him finally.
Yeah, he is a great dude. I've had the pleasure of meeting up with him a few times, so he's pretty
Yeah,
awesome. Pretty
give
awesome
that
guy
boy
in
a big old
person.
bear hug when I see him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Which event or location would you like to attend with your fellow Gromy? This could be an event you've never been to before.
Which event
Hmm.
would I like to attend? You said with a growing?
Yes, sir.
I need to really get. I've just built up that overlanding rig so I could go travel around to some events and stuff, but I honestly haven't even like I don't have any actual aspirations of going to particular events with particular people. Um, but I know of Hash Bash. Everybody's always all up in arms about Hash Bash. So I suppose if I had to answer, I would say Hash Bash, and with whoever from the Grateful Nerd Collective, I could get together. Sorry.
Right on. All right. Sounds good, sir. All right. Oh yeah, you definitely need to come to Hash Bash. It's fun. I had a lot of fun up there. It is cold though, so if you plan on camping, you better put a little heater inside your
Oh,
little tent thing,
I'm set, dude. I'm ready to go. Honestly,
okay, good. I mean, I'm sure you are. I'm not doubting you. I really
I've
am not
got
doubting.
yeah, I've got
You
I've
got
got heated
everything.
yeah, I've got heated blankets. I got propane. I've got a little fire can. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. If you only had one cultivar of cannabis to consume for the rest of your life, what would it be?
It would need to be a hybrid. It would need to have at least hopefully some terpinolene and linolene in the top four, and it would be absolute must that it had a lot of caryophyllene in it, so it would balance it out. So like the caryophyllene would allow me to smoke it in the afternoon and the evenings, and the linolene, or I'm sorry, the terpinolene and I said, yeah, linolene, right? Saying that right? I'm
I
getting a
don't
stone
know,
in my
man.
hand. Hold on, give me a second.
We both got super stoned and we're sitting here naming off all these words.
I'm about there. I'm almost there. Let me go pull this up.
All right, go for it.
Limonene. I kept saying linolene or some bullshit. Limonene. Thank you. So terpinolene and limonene are gonna make it racy, and then I need something with some caryophyllene. You want me to give you a certain strain? I'm giving you like stats,
I know you are.
like I did last time. So if I had to, like pick one, like there's no way, just no fucking way. The hell kind of question is this? Um, hmm, man.
Oh, I love it. You're so fun.
Well, thank you for that. I know I'm super extra. I'm, I'm glad that it's not off-putting.
No, it's definitely not off putting, dude. You're great. You're. Oh man, I'll get to it in a little bit for sure. But yeah, no, it's great.
Okay.
I love it.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Ah,
fuck it, bro. Fuck it. Just fuck it.
I can't say no. I'm not gonna do that. I've never.
Nerd is gonna be like, "What's up with these fucking long ass answers?"
I know, right? He's gonna be so pissed off. Sorry, nerd. Let's go with Sunny T.
Oh, Sunny T.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Sunny T for that.
I'll accept that, man. That would be actually a pretty decent one for the rest of the life. Like, I honestly love this Sunny T. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It is so good.
I can smoke it in the morning; it doesn't put me out, and I can smoke it in the evening; it doesn't make me wound up. And it tastes good. It's super gassy. It's not an extreme flavor, like on one end of the profile. It's not like super fruity or doesn't taste like, sweaty, just dad terps. It doesn't taste like that shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's right in the middle. That's it. Sunny T for the win.
Hell yeah. That's great, sir. All right. What's your go-to method to consume cannabis?
Ball vape. All day long.
Hell yeah.
In-game consumption right there.
I know you were trying to talk some of the people at the at the UFC event.
That's right.
try to get everybody to buy some ball vapes.
I have a very high turnover, or not high turnover, but a high success rate for people buying ball vapes after they talk to me. It
Yeah.
happens.
Right. 100%.
But yeah, that's my preferred method. I will we didn't mention this earlier, but I will dab. Also, I'll take some dabs, but I don't take a dab until later at night. Because like I don't need to blast my receptors first thing when I wake up. It didn't take near as much to get high in the morning, so I'm not trying to do that in the mornings. But towards the end of the night, when I need a little extra oomph, I want to make sure and get super super stony. I'll hit some dabs really good. I have a I have two e-coils. One is for the dab, and one's for the flower, the ball vape.
Nice. Yeah, I like that you have it separated. Makes it a lot easier. Yeah, check that out. I think it's so cool.
Here's a dab, and then this is the stainless bowl, but it's not the one. I like the glass bowl.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Show and tell's over.
Show and tell's over. Okay. We're going to go on to the next question, sir.
Okay.
All right. What's a stoner myth that you think is total bullshit?
Let's just say I'm an IT professional and I smoke weed all day. I find that it's more the it's conversely related, like they would normally think. Like normally people would think that if you smoke a lot, you're just a dumb stoner or whatever. But it's like when you look at it from the other perspective and you think about people that are in IT or that are just in particular fields that have a certain, you know, type, mindset type, people that have, that think in particular ways that are more, I don't know what to say, like not saying that if you're a more intelligent person then you'll be a stoner, but like if you're super into details of things, it just seems like a lot of these people that are super hyper focused on things are into high tech or nerdery stuff, or they manage a bunch of business systems and stuff like that. I just find that the more likely that they're going to be a very aggressive cannabis user, and I don't know, the more that things become more progressive, the more you just realize that everyone around you is, it's like everybody around you is smoking weed for the most part. And it's not even just like the people that are in those certain fields that are just, have those certain mindsets, even. It's everybody. But I want to specifically point out that it is those people too. It's like, I mean, like surgeons and shit go home and smoke joints to relax, and it doesn't make them a stupid fucking stoner. Like what the hell?
Right.
It's frustrating.
Yep.
I'm sure you all agree.
I agree. I totally agree 100%. Like, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, sir. All right. Is there a cultivar that you're interested in trying to grow that you've never grown?
Bubble goat. It's strawberry, bubblegum, and golden goat.
Oh, okay, cool. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it should be a ripper. Should be a good morning one.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. I'm kind of interested in that myself. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I think it should be.
All right. What's your all-time favorite cultivar and why? If you can't name one, I understand it's hard. You can name two or three. It's fine.
We're gonna be cheeky on this one. I'm not gonna overthink it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say Maui Wowie. Because it was in half baked.
Right?
Go ahead.
I've never had Maui Wowie.
I haven't either.
What?
And so that's why I say I'm going to be cheeky about it, because I'm just saying I like the name.
Oh, okay.
And that it was in half baked. Because there's Maui Wowie.
Oh God, dang it.
the favorite, my most favorite strain that I've actually smoked. If you're gonna limit it down to what I've actually smoked, then
Yeah.
I can answer that.
Okay.
FX3 was pretty good by Soulfire, but it wasn't like blow my socks off. The Blueberry Muffin by Humboldt Seed Company was absolutely, it was amazing, and it
Mm.
did blow me away, like the smells and everything. Um, and it was really strong, and a lot of my friends really liked it, but it was too fake strawberry for me. It was so processed fake strawberry. It was crazy how strong it was, and then it started turning like a sour, almost like a wine taste. It was really intense, but it also wasn't my favorite. Um, Frequency shift may be, I think, my favorite so far. It's my morning smoke right now, and it is New York City Diesel and Golden Goat.
Okay.
Um, and it's the one that I was actually mentioning earlier. That's kind of citrusy, and it's got a nice diesel funk kind of bass note to it, and it's really nice. Gets me nice and focused in the mornings. We're gonna go with that frequency shift.
Hell yeah. Frequency shift is great. I have tried that. Ruder Alistair grew it.
Nice.
Yeah. And I got it from him at my birthday bash. And then when Grateful came to town for when we went to go see Billy Strings, I'd gotten a press from my birthday, and we pressed the
That's
frequency
right.
shift. Yeah, because I showed it to you whenever
That's right.
at the hotel.
Yep.
But yeah, that was pretty neat. Um, all right. Who are some of your favorite breeders?
Well, um, Alabrije is definitely my favorite breeder. Not only does, I mean, he's autos, um, but not only are the strains all just freaking slappers, just all of them are, everything I've grown from him has been super good. But I also just really like his style, and I like just how he does everything. I like how, like, the personal touch you get from his stuff doesn't feel uh corporate at all. It feels like my buddy, like I'm just supporting my buddy that's doing his thing, that is super passionate about something. Um, so I'd say Alabrije is definitely my favorite. Um, I have grown a lot of Humboldt Seed Company, and I know there's a lot of haters out there. A lot of people saying that they have seeds that don't pop, or that they have herms and stuff like that. I had one plant that had a herm on them, from them. Otherwise, they've all been pretty damn good. And that cross, man, that Humboldt cross with the lit, it's really good. And on that too, on that note, the lit farms, I've grown Black Valentine and Strawberry Sunrise now, and they've both been really good. I'm gonna go with Alabrije though. They're my favorite. We're just gonna leave it down to that one.
Hell yeah, dude.
Jinx Proof is a good dude too. Just side note, we'll give him a shout out. Jinx Proof seems to be like he's a well rounded dude. Seems like a good guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. Do you have a favorite cannabis related movie and or TV show? Which I think you've said multiple times is Half Baked.
You know, that's definitely up there. I like Half Baked. Um, I don't think Fear and Loathing is a cannabis movie.
I mean, they smoke weed in it, right?
They definitely do.
Yeah.
It's cannabis related. It's not cannabis
Yeah.
focused. So,
Well, no, I mean, I mean, that would be a good one because actually, I like that movie.
I'm going with Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
Friday,
Yes.
Half Baked, and Grandma's Boy. I had a hard time
That's good.
picking them.
No, that's great. That's great. All those movies are great for sure.
There's probably more, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. If you could have a smoke session with anyone dead, who would it be?
I almost wanted to say like somebody in my family.
That's
Uh,
fine. You can say whoever you want.
yeah.
This is your answer. So this could be anybody. It doesn't have to be famous. It could be anybody in the world or anybody dead, obviously. So
You know, how about I pick a random uh person on my dad's side, like 3 to 5 generations up, and just see where the hell they are and what they're doing. Figure
Oh,
it out from there.
that'd be cool. Hell yeah. I'd be down for that too.
My family tree's all fucked up. I don't know shit about my father's side, and like my mother's side. Turns out was a bunch of like step family that
Oh,
I was kind of told, was my family, which I still treat them like my family, but I don't know my family on either side really very well at all.
gotcha. All right. Same question, but alive.
How about we give a shout out to Dr. Riley Kirk? I smoke with her.
Who is that?
Oh, my man. Um, Let me remind myself of her. It's Canaba Kim is her name, her
Okay.
social media name. She is an exceptional cannabis advocate, and you should look her up, my man.
I will. I will look her up for sure.
You'll
Thank you
probably be
for
like,
that.
"Oh, that's her."
Right.
Shit, I should have said I knew who that was. That's what you're gonna do.
Probably. I probably will. Or I just wouldn't. I don't know. All right. We'll figure it out. All right. This is the last question of the hot seat. Do you have a favorite cannabis podcast and who is it?
Well, you know, I don't watch tons of podcasts. I'm gonna give a shout out to Cultivation Conversation. I've been watching those guys probably more than anybody else over just more constantly. I was telling they had me on a couple weeks back, and I was telling Captain that he was like almost like comfort food for me. He was like 90s nostalgia. He reminds me of all the like when in the 90s when I was growing up. I had a stepdad that was 10 years older than me, and like he reminds me of like all my stepdad's friends that were like smoking pot and playing ping pong and stuff in the 90s.
Right.
And like I don't know, I really dig watching their shows, just relax and chill. I'm gonna give a shout out to having a wonderful time.
Oh, yeah. Thank
Paranoid
you.
Grower, thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give it to the Nerd Collective, and I'm gonna say Nerd Collective because Nerd is the brains and the power doing all that behind the scenes work, making a lot of that shit happen. Uh,
100%.
Grateful's my guy. Love that guy. But we're gonna give some love to Nerd today. My man Nerd is holding it down over there. He's making a lot of stuff happen.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome, man. Well, that's it for the hot seat. My next segment is Thank a Gromy. Each week, thank a Gromy in the community. Um, Also, to encourage you to thank a Gromy as well. Um, I know I say every week, there's hard times. There are definitely hard times. I'm going through it right now. My dad's dog died recently, and having to go through all that emotional roller coaster, trying to remember this and that. Like I was supposed to record with you at 6:30 this morning, and I thought it was 6:30 at night, and it was just all messed up, and I just did not remember correctly. And uh, you know, it, it's not just me, but there's other people going through hard times in our life, and it's really nice to hear a thank you. It kind of brightens the day and makes you realize that whatever's going on in your life, you can kind of just push through, and you've got that support. So, but first, I'm going to go ahead and thank you, Endo, since I already have you here. First off, for meeting me at the during the Paranoid Freedom Tour. I know it was pretty cool being able to hang out with you during that time, and going over to 417 Grows house and hanging out over there. You're just a really cool guy to hang out with in general. Also, I would like you to thank you for fixing my boo boo whenever I got cut at the hotel. You certainly saved the day with your Band-Aid kit in your car, and I appreciate that. And but also, I would like to thank you for being an inspiration to all of us with your dedication towards the slow lane. You're putting all this information out and content that you're uploading, and honestly, it's changing lives. Just being able to watch you and everything that you're showing, I really do appreciate that.
Man, I appreciate the kind words, man. It's been I've been trying my best to keep up and try and continue, putting out, continuous content and not get too lazy on it as I, try and push out everything else and get the website up and stuff like that. But I really appreciate you saying that. Um, Thank you for coming down and meeting me, man, and for having me on your show. I haven't met, besides Marcus. I haven't really. I don't think I've met anybody in person before. So you were my second Gromy to meet. Um, and you brought me over to meet some other local Gromies that were living right by me that I had never met before. So I appreciate you coming down and just hanging out and being cool. It was fun, super accommodating again with the venti. Thank you very much.
Oh, for sure.
Um, and I'm gonna give a couple shout outs to Marcus and Brent in the Slow Lane Discord. They've been huge help over there, just answering anybody's questions and everything. They've kind of almost taken over. I mean, people ask me questions, sometimes too, but a lot of times they just jump in there and help people out and tell them whatever they need to know about whatever they're doing. And then we're gonna say thank you to Grateful again, my man. I appreciate you. You're just a good dude. Thanks for being my friend. And Nerd, love you too, man. We're gonna give you a big thank you. The big thank you is gonna go to Nerd. I like to chat with Nerd, talk to him about his editing. He likes to talk to me about his web design and he's got a custom database set up now on his website. I'm super impressed, super inspired by it. I like to try and get inspiration from him and inspire him back. So appreciate you, Nerd.
Hell yeah. Well, also, I would like to thank Captain Autoflower and Girl Grow Grow for having me on Cultivation Conversation. And also thank everyone who went over to the live chat to help support me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I need to very specifically thank Captain as well, and G3.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Captain, as well. I was quite humbled to even be considered to be on this show. It was very nice.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It was a trip being able to see you on there. And I went back and listened to the episode on Spotify recently.
Thanks,
so yeah, it was really cool. Also, sorry, the next segment is upcoming events. Do you have any upcoming events that you're looking forward to, whether it's music or cannabis related?
Just September, just the Alabrije pop up, September in Chicago. Super excited about being there, meeting some Gromies, smoking some, vaping some, hanging out, eating some food. Should be a good time.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out everything that we're going to do while we're there. So it's been fun.
Yeah, I need to make reservations actually.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
better get
I
up
still
on
need to
that.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, only got 3 weeks away. Yeah, coming up soon, sir. Yeah, well, I know I've mentioned it a few times now. The other upcoming event that I have is Muddy Roots Music Festival. It's coming up shortly, so I'm getting this camper ready and hopefully be heading up there here in, I guess, 2 weeks.
I'm excited for you, dude.
Yeah, thank you, man.
So, so you're going to Muddy Roots, and then you're going to Chicago after that, right?
Yes, sir.
You taking the camper there too?
No. I'm just gonna get an Airbnb in Chicago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So no, I'm not too sure about taking the camper up that far yet. Like this first Muddy Roots is only like, I think 75 miles from my house.
Okay.
So this is going to be the first like
Little test run.
test run. Exactly. This is going to be the first test run to see how it does. Cause
Feel the old girl out.
yeah, it still needs work. So for sure. So yeah.
Yeah. It'll always need work.
100%. All right. Well, this is the end of the show. I was going to go ahead and give you the opportunity to give out your socials.
Just on YouTube, Take the Slow Lane, youtube.com/Take the Slow Lane. And then we've got taketheslowlane.com.
Awesome. Well, everyone listening and watching, thank you. I hope you're out there having a wonderful time. Thank you, Endo, for joining the show.
Thank you.
See ya.